Hi, everybody. My name is Ben Gromyko. I'm from InterNACHI. That's the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors. We're the world's largest organization of residential and commercial property inspectors. If you wanted to be a trained and certified home inspector, I'd recommend joining InterNACHI. And what we're doing today is a free live online coaching session. And if you wanted to attend one of these, you go to a URL called nachi.org/webinar, nachi, nachi.org// that's by the question mark on your keyboard, webinars. And we're there. And share my screen with you. And so this is an informal way to get together. It's designed for new InterNACHI members, but the webinar is open to everyone. So welcome, everybody. And feel free to ask questions. So on your side, some logistics. I can't see you. You should be able to see me. I can't hear you. Your microphone isn't working, but you should be able to hear me. And if you wanted to ask questions, feel free. If you want to chat, that's available too. So on your side, you can chat, say hi, talk to other people. You can ask questions as well. I kind of like the Q&A feature because if you have a question in mind, put that in there and other folks can upvote it so it bubbles up to the top. And what I'd like to do is share a few things with you about InterNACHI membership benefits, training, certification, licensing, your dashboard, your account, business, marketing, things like that, and then answer your questions. So feel free to start asking questions right now. Again, that URL is nachi.org/webinars, and we're there right now. So here's the free online coaching session for new InterNACHI members. Oh, let me turn on this fancy button that I have that highlights things like this. And we also record all of the webinars. So here's the most recent recording of a webinar. It's how to get new inspection clients generated by InterNACHI. And I know that fella, he did a good presentation. Then there's another one about performing a home inspection according to a standards of practice. So we have those classes as well, and you can watch them if you happen to miss them. We also do some coffee webinars and another webinar for a new InterNACHI member. I did a live critique of inspector websites. We randomly picked inspector websites and critiqued them and gave hopefully some good advice on how to improve them so that they're best. There's my brother, InterNACHI founder, Nick Gromyko. He did some personal finance success tips for home inspectors. So, and there's social media. And so all the webinars are recorded at this URL, nachi.org/webinars. And what I'd like to go over is joining InterNACHI. And we'll start at this URL, nachi.org/everything, nachi.org/everything. So let's go there now, okay? nachi.org/everything. And I see a couple questions. Awesome, thanks, Christopher, your first webinar. nachi.org/everything. We made this page to make it simple especially for new members to find things, resources that you may need. And so we have 15 steps for success. And let's go over the first 5. The first 5 are important because before the 6th one, well, you are at a point where you can start making money as a home inspector. So step 1 is join InterNACHI. If you click that, you get to all the, well, not all the reasons, but some of the highlights, some of the main reasons why you would join InterNACHI. One, if you have an interest in taking a look at our membership guide to see all the membership benefits, free membership benefits, we have a membership guide. You can just download that PDF and take a look and scroll through that. We have a home inspector certificate program, and this is provided by the only nationally accredited home inspector college, and that's at internachi.edu. So InterNACHI is this very large organization of tens of thousands of home inspectors, and inside the organization is this tuition-free home inspector college. And so all of our courses are accredited college courses. We have free online training and continuing education. If you are in a regulated state or province, we probably have government-approved CE courses for you. We have a ton of certification programs. If you want to become a home inspector, great, but I recommend becoming trained and certified in ancillary or additional services. get additional types of certifications. And that's at that link there. We have an online inspector community. I think we have 100,000 active participating registered members on the forum. Or was it 1 million? Could be 1 million. We have inspector mentors. If you needed to find someone to talk to, kind of like this coaching session, you can chat, you can text each other, call each other up, maybe have coffee if it's a local mentor. We have a free online mentoring program. And these are master inspectors who have agreed to volunteer their time to help other InterNACHI members. We have member chapters. So this is another reason to join InterNACHI. You're not alone, right? So one of the things that I love to do is do these webinars so that I can help you directly in a live chat. But also there are chapter members, or sorry, member chapters where members get together every month or so, maybe virtually or face-to-face, hopefully now. And, you know, you rub elbows with your friendly competitors and see how things are going and get some advice there. You can take the online inspector exam. If you're brand new, this is really great. This is an online inspector exam. It's required by InterNACHI for all certified home inspectors to take it every 3 years. But for new members, this is really good so that you get an idea of where you're very strong and where you're kind of weak in your knowledge about home inspections. And it's a free online exam, open to the public. Everyone can take it. We don't charge for it, but the results are really valuable for you. And it's all confidential, so we don't share any of that. There's a practice test. There's inspection defect flashcards. It's a fun thing if you wanted to learn a little bit more about systems and components of a house. We have pictures of defects, and then you try to figure out what is the defect, and we give you the answer. So you click the button for the answer as the storm caller here is upside down. That's kind of fun. We have business and training courses. I think this is the only home inspection free online home inspection business course provided by the only home inspector college. So don't go to any unaccredited school, go to a home inspector college. And these are the objectives on how to run a home inspection business, because a lot of people become InterNACHI members with the intention of being successful. So they become trained and certified in how to perform an inspection, but they forget the other parts, right? There's the business side, and then there's the fun marketing side. So this is the nuts and bolts of running a business. So we have a home inspection business course, and this business course is free and online, and it's learn at your own pace. If there are some, one of the chapters I like is chapter 11. Chapter 11 is a lot of fun, how you calculate profitable inspection fees. And we go through a couple examples with Inspector Jane and Inspector John, and they're trying to figure out how to charge a fee for their inspection business service that is profitable. And then we've got marketing products and services from our InterNACHI marketing team. One of the benefits of being an InterNACHI member is you have access to a half a dozen professional consultants, illustrators, and designers. And they are fantastic. That's all they do all day long is help InterNACHI members with their print marketing and their digital marketing as well, because it's not a good idea to have a crappy looking business card. If you're going to market to other professionals like real estate agents, a real estate agent for sure can see a crappy flyer from 10 feet away. And everybody knows what a crappy website looks like. So what you want is not to do this on your own. What you want to do is you leverage InterNACHI, its size and resources, and take full advantage of all the free stuff. Like InterNACHI design services are all free from this marketing team that we have for you. It would be impossible for you as a new inspector or as a veteran inspector to hire a half a dozen people to work on your marketing 24/7 whenever you want. You can't have that in your company, right? So take full advantage of InterNACHI's resources. And that's one of the main reasons why you want to join InterNACHI. The other reason is we get stuff for free from like vendors and discounted prices. So we use our size in order to reduce prices so that you, InterNACHI members, can keep your money in your pockets, right? So we have everything you need to be successful, and we help you keep your own money in your own pockets. And then we have resources so that you can make a great living. We have also E&O insurance. So let's see, Gerald. Oh, sorry, it was David. David asked a question. What is the ballpark cost, excuse me, of E&O insurance? I've been told that it's around $1,500, but that's just a ballpark, right? It could be more, it could be less, and it's state specific. So what you want to do is go to this resource. I'll type it here at the bottom right corner. Hopefully you can see my screen, excuse me. NACHI.org/insurance, NACHI.org/insurance, and get a free quote real quick. And it'll be state specific, and it'll be, they'll ask you a few questions, and you'll get a nice quote, and you'll get a really good idea. This is a business partner with InterNACHI. InterNACHI has its own insurance company. So they recognize InterNACHI members, and they recognize InterNACHI members who are trained and certified and perform a home inspection according to the standards of practice and a code of ethics. So that's another membership benefit, okay? And then there's a ton of membership benefits at this link here under step 1 at NACHI.org/everything, and go there if you want to see all of the membership benefits. But right now we're back on NACHI.org/everything, and I already mentioned the school. Now step 2 is, let's go back up to the top. 15 steps to be successful. Step 1, you join InterNACHI. When you join InterNACHI, it's like opening a door to a whole world of resources, right? Now you can have everything at hand. Sometimes it looks overwhelming, but we can help you with that. You want to get trained, certified, licensed, and experienced. So we have resources there. Step 2 gives you resources on how to get trained and certified. And if you're in a regulated state or province, you get resources. We can help you out with your license to get a license. So again, take InterNACHI's online examination. It's free online, open to everybody. It's confidential. It tells you where you're strong and weak at the very end. And if you're weak in, let's say, performing a roof inspection, it'll give you a recommended course to take in order to strengthen your knowledge in performing an inspection. So it's a free online examination. And then we have help on getting home inspector licensing and certification in your local area. And if you wanted to check it out yourself, what you do is you log in as an InterNACHI member at NACHI.org. And then let's see, let's not log in as me, because it'll be, my screen is going to be a little different. So let's log in as my wife. My wife is Alicia Gromyko. She runs the Home Inspector newsletter. She also does website designs for InterNACHI members. If I log in as her, and then scroll down and it says local resources. So log into your website at NACHI.org, top right corner, go to your dashboard, on the left side, local resources, and that'll be helpful for you. And then we have a resource to become a certified home inspector, and there's 6 steps to become certified with InterNACHI. And there they are. 1, you got to pass that online exam. It's free online. Step 2, you join InterNACHI. Remember, you can take the exam now. Even if you're not a member, you can take it. And then you join InterNACHI, whole world of opportunities opens up to you. We ask you to take 2 courses that are really important, the Code of Ethics course and the Standards of Practice course. And then we ask you to perform 4 inspections, 4 actual inspections, but not for paying clients, okay? And we want you to write a report. Now, how are you going to do that? Well, you can inspect your own home, inspect your friend's home, inspect your neighbor's home, family member's home. It could be an apartment, condo, it could be a studio apartment, and just write a report. Now, that's pretty easy to do, right? You're living somewhere, you inspect that place. And this weekend, you inspect another place, or you can inspect your own place 4 times if you wanted to. Software. Well, you use our checklist. It's a free home inspection checklist software. And you can run it on your phone. You can use your computer. And it's a very basic thing. Again, it's not for paying clients. And then you sign on the line that you are an InterNACHI member and you've performed the steps to become certified. And that's it. So this is very difficult to do. It doesn't seem like a lot, but this is very difficult to do. And if you need help, well, we're here for you. We're on the contact page to help you through the 6 steps to attain certification. We also have other certifications. I guess we'll get to that later. We have a basic how to perform a home inspection course. It's called Introduction to Home Inspections. This course goes over every system and component and it makes inspecting very simple. Goes over every system and component step by step so that you understand the entire home in one course. And it's free and online for InterNACHI members. It's called the Introduction to Home Inspections course. We also have other classes like the master class if you want to take advanced training, and also our education page, our training and education page is really huge. There's all of our courses there. We have over 100 courses. And if you wanted to learn about roof inspections, you type in roof in our search field and all of our roof courses come up on the right-hand side. So you take that online examination. At the end of the exam, it tells you where you're strong and weak. Let's say you're weak in roof. You go to our education page and take a course on roofs, on inspecting roofs. Let's go back up to the top. You need tools and software. And we have an e-commerce partner, inspectoroutlet.com, inspectoroutlet.com. And that's where you get all the really nice fancy tools and things. So let me show you. Let me show you my tool table. You know, to do a home inspection, to get out there and really start doing home inspections, or if you want to do those 4 fake inspections, those mock inspections, not for clients, you really just need these basic tools. It's a flashlight, right? High lumens flashlight. I kind of like this one because, let's see if I can demonstrate. Can I demonstrate? I like this one because it has this thing where you pull it and you can highlight something. So when you're walking through a home and there's a defect right there, you can kind of focus in on it and tell your client that this is an area of concern and it's got to be fixed, and or maybe this is has a hole in it, or it looks like it's rotten or something. And then you go back to the big view. So that's kind of neat. High lumens, LED, rechargeable is really nice, or just batteries. And then you need this because you don't want to touch any wires that are live. So this is a voltage tester, and this is a receptacle tester, a GFCI. It's got a button to test your GFCIs, and all of your, for example, all of your kitchen counter receptacles all throughout the kitchen are GFCI protected, and all of the outdoor receptacles are protected by GFCI, the bathroom receptacles, etc. So you need some tools, basic tools, and then like screwdriver. And just in case you want to take off a panel, a plumbing access panel, or you want to remove a front jacket to look at the A coil or something like that. And this is a 6-in-1, so I like 6-in-1s. So there's a fitting on this side, a fitting on this side, and then if you wanted to switch it out, and then also you get these things so you can take off the nuts. And that's pretty handy too. And then I love infrared cameras. They're very handy. They make home inspectors better. You can do a better job if you have infrared. It's kind of like a flashlight. These two are similar, kind of like a flashlight. A flashlight, is essentially you're exceeding the standards of practice, because the word flashlight is not in the standards of practice. So if you use a tool like this, it's not very specialized, but using an infrared camera, it's kind of like using a flashlight. A flashlight allows you to see things that you wouldn't normally be able to see without it. An infrared camera allows you to see things that you wouldn't normally be able to see without it. And an infrared camera can help you see moisture intrusion, or things that are hot, or things that are cool. But you have to learn how to use it, because my glasses aren't cool. They're glass. Infrared doesn't go through glass. So if you're in the bathroom and you're taking a look at the shower through glass, you won't see a thing, right? Because infrared doesn't go through glass, essentially. But you have to get trained and certified. You don't have to get trained and certified in using a flashlight. You can all see. But this can be kind of confusing, right? So you want to get trained and certified. Where do you get trained and certified in using an infrared camera? InterNACHI. InterNACHI has a free online course to become trained and certified using infrared. And you don't even have to own an infrared camera, right? You can borrow one, find one online. I mean, that one there is really good. It's a few $100s. This one's a little bit more expensive. This one's affordable. And then the friendly companion of any infrared camera is a moisture meter. You need a moisture meter with your infrared camera. And you can get very expensive ones. You can get very cheap ones. I'm all into keeping your money, right? So let's just buy some cheap, affordable infrared cameras and affordable moisture meters. And then start making money with it, right? Start doing great inspections with these tools. Distinguish yourself from all the rest by using infrared. Not everybody's using infrared, but if you tell everybody that you use infrared, they may have that reason to hire you. This is a moisture meter. It's on a stick. And it's called Hydro Sensor 2. You can look it up. It's on Amazon. Also, InspectorOutlet.com may have one as well. But you need a moisture meter. A lot of them you just hold in your hand, but I like this because it's extendable. So, it just pull it out if I can, and you can reach things like if it was a ceiling or something, or I don't know, if you wanted to reach something, you just poke it. I can't find an example for you, but you can just probe the floor as well. And there's probes on the front and a little indicator on the back. And it just tells you if it's wet. I'm a home inspector. I don't care to calculate anything or measure anything. I really don't know, or I really don't want to know how to do all that stuff. I'm a generalist. So I don't really measure the moisture content in wood to see if it's conducive to mold growth. It's okay. I'm just looking, I use my infrared. If it's hot, cool, anomaly, and then I want to see if it's actually wet. And I can use my hand. It's a great tool. Don't leave home without it. But one of those moisture meters could be helpful as well. Then this is kind of cool. It's not just for fun anymore. They've made them, the first ones were just huge animals for $5,000, $10,000. Now these are less than half a pound. They fit in your hand, but it's highly regulated. So you have to take an exam, a pilot exam, to fly one of these, even for fun. So for commercial purposes, as a home inspector, to do a roof inspection, you need to take an exam. And InterNACHI helps you pass that exam by taking our course, which is based on FAA content material. Again, it's a free online course. Just go to our education page and type in drone, search for drone. If you wanted to fly for fun, you still have to take an exam. They've changed some rules. So now everybody flying a drone, whether it's for a business or just for fun, you have to pass an exam. And we have course materials to help you prepare it to take that exam successfully. All right, let's get back to some of the other things. You need software, not just our free checklist to do your fake mock reports to get certified, but you need software, really good software, and go to InspectorOutlet.com. All right. 4, we already did this, calculate profitable inspection fees in our home inspection business course, because you gotta, if you're not charging something that's gonna make you money, you're gonna be out of business real fast, right? You won't be in business very long if you don't know what fees to charge. So we help you with that. That's step 4. And step 5, we're trying to get you to the point where you can start making money. And that is all about websites and marketing. So you get a domain, get a logo, get a website, and job leads. So step 5 at nachi.org/everything. Step 5 are essential tasks that every home inspection business needs. It's part of a marketing plan to get online. Nowadays, everybody judges you on your website. Used to be just business cards, right? Oh, a nice business card. No, it's really nice business card, but I'll take a look at your website later. And a domain is really important. It's kind of fun too. So you can look for domains. Google domains or Wix.com are two great resources to look for a domain. And a domain is simply like a business card, electronic business card, and it points to your website. You can have many domains actually pointing to the same website. And you get your, remember InterNACHI's marketing, get a logo designed. And if you have an existing logo, get it redesigned, right? They'll redesign it so that you can wrap your whole vehicle, inspection vehicle around it without losing resolution. You could take that logo and then use those colors as part of your brand on your website. And if you need a website, go to nachi.org/website, nachi.org/website. I recommend InterNACHI's official vendor for website designs. And that's at nachi.org/website. Go there now and contact the company there. You shouldn't pay more than a few $100s, $400 or $500 to get a great website designed that incorporates everything needed on a website in order to reach your goal of having a website. And that goal for having a website, the brutal, honest goal for having a website is to get someone to hire you. It isn't to educate anybody. We don't do that anymore. We used to have websites that answered questions like, why would I get a home inspection? What is a home inspection? We don't do that anymore, right? The whole goal of a website is to confirm that you are trained and certified, that you are trusted by a third-party verifier like InterNACHI. So we got to InterNACHI it up, put a ton of InterNACHI stuff on there, get a designer who is InterNACHI friendly and isn't expensive. So the main page would be like a schedule now page or hire me now page or book now page, right? Make sure that works. You have a couple of ways for people to book online or contact you with a click of a button. And InterNACHI has those resources. And you shouldn't pay more than $20 a month. After that, you get it designed and then you let it run on the internet. It's called hosting. Hosting is like, you have your domain, it's pointing to the website and you got to put that website somewhere, got to put it on a platform. It's called the internet. You put that website on it and someone has to be paid to host, to rest that website on the internet. And it's about 20 bucks a month, no more than that. Don't pay any management fees. Don't pay any more than that, okay? You have to start making money. So if you're new, right, you have to get a website fast and affordable. And if you're an experienced veteran inspector, you have to see where you have to ask yourself, is your website even working? But here's what I want to show you. This is really important for new members. So let me log in as, let's see, I have an account here. Can I do it? Yeah. So I have an account, Benny Grimico. Benny Grimico just joined InterNACHI. It hasn't really done a whole lot. Let's take a look at Benny Grimico's dashboard. First thing I would do as Benny Grimico is I'd pay attention to any messages that are important on your dashboard from InterNACHI, right? So it says that I'm currently a member, but I'm not certified. Okay, well, where do I get certified? Well, you go down the left side to certification button, or you go here to the certificate, or in the message itself. I'm going to click the big green button. Big green buttons are always good. So it knows that I'm kind of new because I haven't really done anything through InterNACHI, right? And it says that I can take the online exam, I can take practice questions, I can look about getting a license in my area, I can take some courses, or on the right side, I can just take a look at some certification status. Where am I? How far away am I from becoming a certified home inspector? Well, here's my progress. I joined InterNACHI as a member. Woo! I got access to all these resources. Now what do I do next? Well, I just slide over. I can take the online exam. I should have done that. Complete the standards of practice course, complete the code of ethics course, submit my 4 mock inspections, and then assign my membership affidavit. And if I do that, then I'm a certified InterNACHI member. And then another world opens up to me. I'm not just in as a member of a large organization with a ton of resources. Now I'm actually a certified inspector. When that happens, a couple things are triggered. Remember that InterNACHI marketing team? Well, they only work for InterNACHI certified home inspectors. If you're not certified, we can't put any certification logos on your marketing, right? Another thing that happens is you can become visible on a Google search and an InterNACHI search. I'll show you that. So what you want to do is you want to go down to Profile and Settings. When you join InterNACHI, or if you're a member of InterNACHI right now, make sure you get this right. Click your profile and you want to update it. With what? Well, you want to update it with your phone number, your name, your legal name, your mailing address, name, address, phone number. Those are really important. They call them NAP, NAP, name, address, phone number. Make sure it's accurate. So people on the internet using Google Maps, searching for your area, searching for a home inspector in your zip code, actually has the right contact information. Then see, Benny Grimico, he hasn't even put his company name in there. Maybe he doesn't have one yet. That's okay. As soon as you get one, right, you incorporated with the state or province, you type in that company name right there, and then your website address goes here too. Okay, so people can find you. Well, you need a website. I showed you how to get a website already. NACHI.org/website to get a website. And then you can type in some optional information, and then you confirm with your password. You need your password. And then you go over to listings. I want to show you what listings look like. So let's log in back as Alicia. Remember, Alicia is a CPI. I'll show you what it looks like. So she has updated her profile. Now she wants to update her listings. Listings is zip codes, province codes, where you work. Where do you work? Where do you conduct your services? Because InterNACHI has this search engine looking for people who are looking for you. And as soon as they find someone in your zip code, we send them. InterNACHI sends free inspection jobs with free new clients to your website. So that's why you need a company name, an address, phone number, email, and website address, because we're sending people looking for home inspectors in certain zip codes that you've listed to your website. Yeah. So all these things are kind of combined and working for you. And that's what step 5 is all about at nachi.org/everything. You go to nachi.org/everything. Step 5, you complete all the tasks here, and people start landing on your website and scheduling with you. Now you're starting to make money. A couple of things that you have to do with Google. Google, they own the internet search, right? So you have to get a free Google business profile. So we have a link there. So you can stand out on Google business profiles. You can stand out on Google, people searching the internet, maybe a map search. And we have this little video on how to do that. And then you got to get Google reviews. Remember those 4 inspections that you did for friends? Have them write Google reviews. You did a home inspection for them. They didn't pay you. Use the mock report. No big deal. But you did a home inspection for them. Have them do a Google review. Man, now you've got everything that you need to start making money. You joined InterNACHI. You got trained. You got certified. If you need a license, we can help you with that. You got a domain. You got a website. You did some inspections. You have clients. You got Google reviews. Now your presence is really established on the internet. And as soon as someone schedules a job with you, you already have taken the home inspection business course and you have calculated a profitable inspection fee. So when that job comes in and it's pinged on your phone, because you get a website designer that helps you manage your website with an app, you get pinged, you know that that's money in the bank. It's a great way to make a great living. Using InterNACHI as a member and then a certified inspector, using all of our resources, take advantage of everything. One last thing I want to talk about, and then we can get to your questions. Go to nachi.org/contact. nachi.org/contact. That's where we all are. Another great resource for InterNACHI members is staff, InterNACHI staff. Love them up. There's a ton of us, almost 30 people who work for you. That's all we do. We just work for our members every day. Some really great people working for you really hard for our InterNACHI members. So if you ever need anything, go to our contact page, contact anybody who works for you and ask them whatever you need, okay? So we're on the contact page. Feel free to reach out to us. All right, let's take some questions, huh? I'll go back up here and then throw this over here, throw this over here. Let's see. Gerald asks, I have not taken the Texas license yet. I've been a building inspector since '86. I'm taking a lot of NACHI courses. Will they count for CEUs after I pass the test? Texas. Gerald, I want you to go to, let's bring this URL thing up so people can see. I want you to go to nachi.org/Texas. In fact, wherever anybody is right now, just go to nachi.org/ and type in with one word, no spaces or hyphens or anything like that, where you're from. So nachi.org/Texas, nachi.org/Colorado, nachi.org/North Carolina, one word, okay? And Gerald, you'll find information there about the exam. You'll also find information from an organization that is all about Texas. And that organization is TPRIA, Texas Professional Real Estate Inspector Association. And Paul and Brenda work at TPRIA, and they can help you. They're fantastic people, and they know everything about Texas. They actually run about a dozen chapters in Texas, so you are not alone. You have a ton of resources there. That is the best thing I can recommend. Go to nachi.org/Texas, scroll down to the TPRIA chapter contacts, and that's Paul and Brenda, okay? What is a good resource to find inspectors for PA? Okay, same thing, and you're not required to do ride-alongs, Pennsylvania. I grew up in Pittsburgh, by the way. Pittsburgh really lost a game last night. Go to nachi.org/Pennsylvania. To find inspectors for ride-alongs, I would look at the chapters. So go to the chapters and the mentors in your area. And you can search for those by going, can you see this URL? Maybe I make it bigger or something. I'll just leave it like that. Can you see it? Anybody chat? You can see my URL, nachi.org/chapters if you want to find a local chapter. And then nachi.org, nachi.org/mentoring. And there's a mentoring system program in place where you can talk to anybody in the world through our mentoring system. It's a free online resource so that you can talk to other Pennsylvania home inspectors. Also, another resource is Inspector Seek, 2 E's, inspectorseek.com. And you can contact certified home inspectors who are in business right now in your zip code and reach out to them and ask for help. Ask if you can go for a ride-along. See if you'll have hesitant inspectors because they're essentially training their friendly competition, right? So maybe you want to reach out to people that are not in your listings and not in your area, your service area. Outside your service area, maybe they'll feel more free to train you and to coach you. But there are other resources. nachi.org/your area, like Pennsylvania, nachi.org/chapters, nachi.org/mentoring, and inspectorseek.com. Gerald, if it is an accredited college, why not offer an AAS in home inspection? What is an AAS? Oh, associate's degree. We are. So that's next. So right now, we did the first step in a college. When you run a college, the first thing you do is you offer a certificate program. So we have the Home Inspector Certificate Program. It's a college certificate program. It's accredited. Doesn't transfer to other colleges because I don't know of any other college that has a home inspector certificate program. So, so the other one is the associate's degree. The home inspector certificate program is a one-year term college program. The associate's degree is a 2-year program. We have written it up, we have submitted it, and we're working on doing that. Good question. Soon, I would say not this year, maybe next. Andrew, here in Maryland, 30% of CEs can be done online. Yep. The rest can be done via live webinars. Yep. Does InterNACHI plan on starting requests for live webinars to be approved? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna write myself a little note. I'm gonna tell my education team, right, to see if I can get that over there. Well, I'll put it in my notes. Notes. Maryland, free online webinars for CEs. Okay, so then what I want you to do is make sure you are subscribed to the newsletter so that when it does come out, you won't miss it. And what you want to do is you want to subscribe to www.homeinspectornewsletter.com so that when we get that, we'll announce it in the newsletter. You can also go to our contact page and contact our education team. Our education team is there on the contact page. You scroll down on nachi.org/contact. You scroll down to the education team, contact the first person. The one on top of the team is the person in charge, and her name is Kayla. And her email is kayla@internachi.org or education@internachi.org. And make sure you include me, ben@internachi.org, and we'll attend to this. We'll make sure we'll tell you exactly where we are in the process of getting live webinars approved by Maryland for CE. Promise. Okay. Let's see. Any questions? Feel free to keep asking questions. I can hear you, David. Hello, it's my first webinar. I was just about to ask if I can inspect my own home 4 times. Christopher, yes, for the mock inspection requirements. Yep. David, if I pass the InterNACHI inspector exam, does that qualify me to perform inspections in Florida, or is there another state exam? So David, what you want to do is you want to go to your state page, which is, I'm just going to keep writing all these URLs here. nachi.org/Florida. Florida requires, the state requires 120 hours of education. You have some options. You can take them all in a live class format, and that's very expensive. You can take part of it in a live class format, like 40 hours live and 80 hours online. That helps you. But I recommend taking InterNACHI's course, 120 hours, all online, learn at your own pace, and is free for InterNACHI members. What does that do? Well, that gets you past the state requirement for education to become a licensed home inspector. You got to take the state exam too. And InterNACHI's home inspector exam for Florida home inspectors is approved by the state of Florida. So we have an exam, it's a state exam, it's approved by Florida, and I would take that exam as well. It's not very expensive, and you can take it over and over. I think you don't pay InterNACHI anything, you pay your proctor because the state requires it to be proctored. So you have to go somewhere and get it proctored. And that's for $120 something or something like that. And if you happen to fail, you just turn to your proctor and say, can I take it again? And maybe he or she will charge you another proctoring service. Or we have a proctoring service that's online. It's a virtual proctoring service. We hooked up with another college, another accredited college, said, we will proctor all of your state exams. I think it's $25. So you've got some options there. Okay, David? Taking InterNACHI's inspector exam, the free thing that I mentioned yet, does not qualify you for anything in Florida. It's a good idea, but Florida has their own, just like any state, with their own laws. You have to obey by the local laws. The national laws, local laws overrule anything national, right? It's all about, that's how the government is set up. The local states have say. Let's see, David Link, yep. Thank you, welcome, I only need 4 mock inspections, I'm assuming, yep. Christopher says, Sean, is there anyone from Canada on the webinar today? Let's see. Is it too much? If it's not too much to trouble, I respectfully request if more podcasts can be added to nachi.org/podcast. Yeah, so let's give that URL, nachi.org/podcast. And that's where InterNACHI's Home Inspector podcast is located. Home inspection training classes 1 through 39. Yep. I don't think we can. I'm not sure if we can. So we have to find them and then upload them. And I think uploading historical ones, that might be difficult, but it's a good idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the email of the person who is in charge of that project. And that's aj@internachi.org. And you can email me at the same time, ben@internachi.org. And aj@internachi.org manages the webinars. And he uploads things all the time. He exports and uploads and all that. It's crazy stuff. Let's ask him, aj@internachi.org. I don't want to say, yes, we can do it, but I think we can do it. Let's get AJ on it, okay? See, this is the benefit of having a coaching session, right? With the InterNACHI COO. Let's see if we can get some things done. If that's a need, then I'm going to make it happen with your help. But you got to email me, okay? Because I'll forget. David, just over halfway through the program, and I hope to finish by the end of the week. That's fantastic, man. Doing good. If you ever need any help, you have a whole education team. Remember the InterNACHI marketing team? There's 6 people. There's 6 people at the InterNACHI education team, okay, who can help you with your education questions. Charlene, I'm from Ohio, and I'm working on my mock inspections. A little excited, a little nervous. Charlene, you are not, anxiety comes from not knowing. So you're surrounded by people and resources that know. All you got to do is express what you need, and then you fill in that gap, right? So if you don't know what's coming up, you won't have any nervousness. You can be excited though. I think it's fantastic to be a home inspector. All right, any questions? Okay, Charlene. Hi, I'm from Ohio, and I did everything backwards, completed most of the classes before InterNACHI requirements. So do I have to take all the exams per course because I did not have a license number for Ohio requirements? Charlene, I'm going to refer you again to your state, and that is nachi.org. I'll type it here, Ohio. I know we have resources for you. And also email Kayla. She's at the education team, education@internachi.org. Okay, you see that? I'm getting my screens all over the place here. Okay, so Charlene, nachi.org/Ohio and education@internachi.org. We'll help you, okay? Recommendations for software for Florida, Lorenzo. Yeah, so software, go back to, let me clear this up, right? Go back to this page. I love this page. nachi.org/everything. Okay, so let's go there. Let's go to nachi.org/everything. I'm gonna have to move this out of the way. And it says software on step 3. nachi.org/everything. Go to step 3. Click step 3, and it kind of just scrolls you down. It jumps you down the page. And there's go shopping for home inspection report writing software with pricing exclusive to InterNACHI members from inspectoroutlet.com, InterNACHI's inspector store partner. So inspection report writing software, and you go to Inspector Outlet. There it is, top left corner, Inspector Outlet. No play on words. And these are the softwares that I like. I use 3 of them, and I love them all. So, and I like them because they give exclusive discounts to InterNACHI inspectors. So try them out. I think all of them have a free trial of some kind, so you can try out the software. Okay, and they have templates also for Florida. And the standards of practice template is a really great place to start. So if you go here, InterNACHI.org, I'm going to take you to another place, okay? InterNACHI.org, InterNACHI.org/home inspection checklist. Home inspection checklist, InterNACHI.org. If you need the to watch this again, or for these URLs, or if you want to just email me, I'll send you the URLs. Just ask the questions again. But here's the URL: InterNACHI.org/home-inspection-checklist. It's a long one, but there you'll find checklist, discounted software, and then checklists for specific things. Like here's the pool and spa checklist. So if you're going to be a home inspector in Florida, right, you got to get licensed. We can help you with that. InterNACHI.org/Florida. And then we have a pool and spa checklist. So these particular checklists, you upload it into your software. So if you're doing a home inspection and you include pool and spas, or maybe it's an additional standalone service, you have a checklist that you can incorporate into your software, right? So yet, if you're doing a sewer scope inspection, right, we have a standards of practice there. Or if you're going to look for termites, right, in Florida, for sure, we have a checklist for you. So you can upload that and then customize it to your needs. If you don't know what to inspect inside an electrical panel, we have an inspection checklist. So when you go into your software and you're inspecting the electrical panel, you're standing in front of it, you should have mobile software, and you look really smart because you have the checklist on what to inspect at the panel, and it reduces mistakes and it makes you look smart, right? So home inspection checklist is a great resource. Christopher, thank you, Ben. You're welcome. Courtney, nerves are good. They keep you on your toes. That's right. That reminds me of someone once told me, pain is good. It reminds you that you're alive. Lorenzo says recommendations for some. Oh, we already did that. Charlene says, thanks. You're welcome, Charlene. And Rachel, are CE state specific? If you have an Oregon or a Texas license, will those CE go to both licenses? Not necessarily. I mean, we have over 100 courses. I think it's like 130 courses, and we get each one of them approved by as many states as possible. So it is possible that if you're operating in different states that regulate home inspectors, you can take one course that's approved by more than one state. I think that's the answer to your question. If that isn't, Rachel, you can just email education@internachi.org your question about state-specific requirements and state-specific approved courses. Any questions? So I can't remember, but someone said Maryland free online webinars. Make sure you email education@internachi.org, okay? And then someone said upload a bunch of old webinars to the podcast. That's aj@internachi.org, okay? Okay, Rachel, thanks. Anything else? Anybody? Any questions? Anything else I can help you with? I'm glad we got to talk together today. Just a reminder of where we all came from. And if you wanted to watch the video recording, it's nachi.org/webinar. Load that up a little bit. Or webinars. Any other questions? Already emailed. Good, Andrew. Good job. All right, everybody, let's call it quits. And I'm always available. I'm on the contact page. My email is ben@internachi.org. And stay safe and healthy. And if you ever need any help, we're here for you. All right, everybody. Thanks. Bye.